The wolves of Ironwood have arrived in the kin city of Aiden Selk upon the mysterious continent of Viridian after being contracted out to Ethelward to help him locate some kind of weapon or object that, as he put it, could start or end a war. Their only lead in finding his companion, Coco Silkweather, one of the other missing Vipers, is a gala, a ball, a grand party taking place in the palace at the center of the city, just one night away. Most of the party have acquired their myriad invitations. However, we return now to Sirocco and Kel, where they had made an attempt to sweet talk and then fight the Karakan Company in order to secure their way in.
Taking a quick beat to catch his breath, Sirocco will wipe his sword on his fallen foe's clothes and then sheath it again, and then look back at Kel, and he will say, Kel, I think perhaps now is best if we leave. I am not sure that they will give us the ticket now that we have humiliated their leader.
Hearing this, Kel will turn to the onlookers that were watching this go down. What is the general vibe?
The onlookers of the Karakan Company, kin and human alike, are silent for the most part, but they are wearing their anger on their faces, and you see, pushing them aside through this sea of people, is an even larger, even more armored figure, though missing the helmet, as this elfkin saddles up to beside this fighting ring, this makeshift space, and says, "What in all of Vale's hells is going on here? You two, out of the ring."
Kel's gonna look to Sirocco to see kind of what he's thinking about this choice of stepping out and stepping closer maybe to the people that are surrounding us, but also just kind of leaving this guy here pretty much unconscious in the mud next to us.
I guess, is all that communicated via look?
Via a Laurel look. Yeah! No, I'm just kind of like, I think Kel would turn to you and kind of glance at the guy on the ground and then look back up to you and give you like a half shrug, like, your call, I'm following your lead kind of thing.
Sirocco will motion his head back towards the entrance, indicating that they should leave, and he's going to start walking over that way as well.
Kel will follow, but I'm going to keep my sword out.
As you two exit the ring, you are just bored into by these terrible looks that everyone is giving you, and this large armored elfkin then speaks up again. "Are we paying you lot to stand around?" It's kind of silent, this tension in the air, and then he just slaps one on the back with extreme prejudice. "I didn't think so! Get a move on!" And they grumble and, for the most part, disperse, setting back out upon whatever duties they were performing beforehand. This elfkin stomps up to the pair of you, looking down, and says, "And you, get the hell off my lawn."
Well, you see, we were promised a ticket to the gala tomorrow if we beat your boy here, which we did. So, we'd like that ticket now.
"Oh, all right. Here's something I can give you. Is a broken nose. You want that?"
"I'd like the ticket."
"You're not getting it. Get the hell out of here."
Is this all happening in Kinlish?
He would have defaulted to Kinlish, yeah.
Then I will turn to Sirocco and say, in a language we both speak, he doesn't want to give us the ticket.
I could have told you that. I do not think they would have given us the ticket anyway if we had lost one or if I had eaten. Well, we don't need to go over the specifics, but I do not think he is going to be willing to hand over a ticket to us. I suggest we head back, perhaps find the others. There were other names on the list, so I think it's okay if we go and try something else to find another ticket.
All right, follow your lead. And I'll kind of just walk past the elfkin and head out of this area.
You may set off on another endeavor, but the lot of you agreed to meet up come sunset, and the light begins to fade over the horizon.
In that case, Sirocco will turn to Kel and he'll say, "Actually, you know, I see the sun is going down, and we tell everybody we go back to the city center. So perhaps it's a good idea we go back now and see if they have obtained tickets as well. But in the meantime, Lady Kel, I would like you to teach me perhaps a few words of Kinlish. So like the next time we run into these, I can call them a buffoon, I can call them a gorilla or a small brain. You understand what I say,
Yeah, I got you, Sirocco.
Okay, good. Then you teach me the insults, and then I will learn them.
Okay. So I'll say that as we're walking, Kel will teach Sirocco all of the swears that she knows, the common swears that are used the most, especially towards him because he's Talic. So whatever she knows that he could hear or overhear, she'll teach him those. And I'll also say that she teaches you some like standard, like hello, goodbye, yes, no, please, thank you, like standard fare as we're walking.
Just as the last fingers of light are fading in the sky, everyone is able to meet back up, safe and sound.
Seeing Sirocco and Kel approaching as he's kind of just sitting on a bench outside of some nondescript building in the city center, Finn calls out to them, "We are over here. Were you successful in obtaining your tickets?"
I was successful, Sirocco says as he pulls a ticket out of his jacket. Unfortunately, it did not work out so well obtaining a ticket for Kel.
And you guys would notice too, Kel has been wearing a cloak this entire time. Her cloak is no longer on. So the marking that she had that branded her as an Ironwood company is now gone. She is just wearing her armor, her cowl, and her face mask. And that's it. And also, she's bleeding. She looks like she's taken a couple hits, and so does Sirocco. We definitely look like we got into a fight since the last time you guys saw us, so...
Yeah, you've got some mud on your boots.
So I suppose that explains your disheveled nature.
What happened? Did you get mauled by a street dog?
Yeah, not terribly far off, to be honest.
Suffice it to say, we did not obtain the ticket from the dog.
Fair enough.
We tried our luck at the Karakhan company, just to see, and they were not so pleasant, given, I think, everything that happened between Ironwood and them, so didn't go so great for them either, to be fair. I wouldn't be surprised if they maybe, attack us on sight every time they see us from now on, so just be aware of that.
It was already sort of on site before, wasn't it?
Yeah, you know what, Brad? That is totally fair. It's just more on site now, you know what I mean?
Brett will shake his head and go to attend their wounds.
As you are doing this, in this square that is starting to thin out, the market kind of stalls have closed down. People are moving into their homes for the night or into taverns or whatnot. One figure stands out among the rest that hasn't budged, is just barely within earshot, and watches you quite intently. I'll say as Bread is perhaps patching up Sirocco here, your eyes just flit up to this little part of the square where there's a bit of shrubbery and little benches and whatnots, and that's where you see this figure sitting, watching, listening. Ammon, what does he see?
Bread sees an older woman. It's the appearance of probably like a 90-year-old, but more so.
What?
More 90.
Like 180.
Wearing like nice clothing, well-kept clothing, elegantly dressed. Hair's kind of got thinner, like hair kind of gets thinner as you get older, but it's still not so thin that she's gone straight bouffant, so she's still got hair, but it's definitely going in direction of straight bouffant. Well-kept, has a walking staff next to her and uses it, and she is sitting on the bench, definitely small of stature at this point. Beneath all the wrinkles, if you pay really close attention, she has the brassy goldish color of skin of an Ymeric woman. But again, it's kind of one of those points where there's almost more liver spots than skin. She's got a penetrating gaze toward the group right now.
Bread will give her a polite nod to acknowledge, I have seen you, and see if she will come over to the group.
She takes that as a freaking invitation.
Oh no!
She slowly rises out of the bench there. It takes her a good couple of seconds to, she grabs her staff and props it up and pushes herself up to standing position. You can see that upon her rising, she actually didn't get any taller than she was sitting down.
Me.
She looks like she started at around 5'4"-ish and then lost a couple of inches in the interim. As hard as it was for her to stand up, it's a surprisingly steady gait as she moves towards you.
Is there something I can do for you, ma'am?
Oh dear. I don't believe you can. And turns to Phineas. You, my dear sir. would you be Phineas Dupont?
Who in Vale's hells are you?
Then it seems that my friends are right. Phineas,
It is Finn.
delightful to meet you, Phineas. I was hoping to buy you a drink and maybe a spot of conversation.
Finn's left eye is kind of twitching.
Finn, you never tell me you have a secret admirer. Wow.
Kel digs her elbow into Finn's side a little bit, kind of in like a what the fuck is going on?
You flatter me, you do. A young man like this. Oh. It was years ago. She slaps Sirocco on the arm in a playful way. For a lady who's like 90, it's a surprisingly powerful slap, which doesn't mean it's a powerful slap.
Sirocco goes flying.
You take 2 wounds.
Your humerus shatters.
After like a couple microseconds just to like compose himself through all this, Finn kind of takes a look around the group and then looks back at this old woman in front of him.
That's right, you can call her a hag, it's fine.
As far as an older lady goes,
He said
in her
she was kind of
90s,
nicely dressed.
She looks nice. It's just,
Okay.
Finn looks around at the group and then he looks back at this woman and says, "Perhaps you could extend your kindness to the rest of my companions here as well, as this is our first encounter."
Of course. Is there something that any of you need? I had planned on a drink, but I did recognize that you would have some friends, and while my drink, I believe, would be particularly interesting to you.
Don't ask what's in it. It's definitely roofied, but
It's just a dark brew, a very boreal taste.
You know what? On second thought, perhaps it is best that just I go along with you. Now addressing the rest of his companions, if I am gone longer than 20 minutes, you come barging in through and just kind of points to a tavern nearby, through that door and kill everything in sight.
Well, perhaps you'd care to explain exactly what is going on here.
yeah, also who are you?
Dear me, I have... Sorry, my propriety slips sometimes. Dreadfully forgetful. My name is Fatima Al-Velo.
What?
Fatima Al-Velo. This is not a hard name, Ymeric. Oh, no, you should be Arnor. Indeed. No. I'm so sorry.
Who the blazes are you?
I just told you, Fatima Al-Velo.
Arnor, do not be rude to our esteemed guest.
Oh, you little tot. Esteemed guest, he gets a drink as well.
You hear that, Finn? A competition.
Kel is gobsmacked, just jaw agape, just like looking back and forth like, what the fuck is going on?
But in all seriousness, if I can help you, I'd be more than happy to. You don't be on this green earth as long as I have without, getting a little generosity in the heart.
You can help us by telling us how you know who we are. We have just arrived in this city.
We've barely arrived on this continent.
Do you see how old I am?
That has nothing to do with how well you know us.
I know people. So many people. And people know you. I mean, you may have just arrived, but let's be honest, the Iron Company's team has a reputation.
Right, so who the hells are you?
Once again, my name is in fact Fatima Al-Velo.
I don't care about your goddamned name.
I have come to speak with Phineas here.
At this point, Finn kind of puts his hands up between this old woman and the rest of his group, and he just says, "Look, we have all had a very long and apparently strenuous day. I think all of us need some rest. That tavern there appears to be a place of hospitality that we could spend the night. For those who wish to get to know you a little better," he says, addressing Fatima.
Oh my gosh, buy me dinner first, you scallywag.
In the background, Kel has not said anything this whole time. She's just eyes ping-ponging back and forth. She's just like, you know what? I kind of like her.
Do what you all want. I'm going to the bar. and Finn begins walking towards that tavern.
Is he like completely flushed from like hairline down?
You have really never seen Finn get flustered necessarily, but it's beginning to show.
It's always because he always takes a hit of sap.
That's true.
He's always high as shit.
It's starting to wear off. The last time he took a hit was this morning, so yeah. So he starts walking by and he kind of pauses as he like gets next to Fatima, and he just kind of like glances at her and just. Ugh.
Since he pauses and kind of looks at her, she says, if you do insist, I'd accept your help. And she kind of like wrangles his arm over and is like daring him to push this 9-year-old lady away from him.
He doesn't. Whatever position she managed to get his arm in, that's exactly the position it stays in the entire walk over. Like, it doesn't move an inch, and he just walks alongside with her to the tavern.
It's literally the second that they start walking to the second they get in the tavern, she does not breathe from so much she's speaking.
I'll say that Kel follows, but like a couple paces back. I'm not planning on like sitting with them in the tavern, but just being inside in case something happens, and so she can hop in since Finn is a little bit weaker than she is.
Arnor is going to the tavern, assuming this is where we're resting for the night, not worried about this very old woman.
I think Brett is curious about what is happening here. But I also think that he feels compelled to attempt to get closer to the bottom of this, like, the lack of plague here, and also just generally, like, what is going on in the city, that. So I think he would probably take this opportunity to slip away, but would let people know that he was leaving.
Soraka will actually sidle on up to the bar as well and sit down next to Finn. On Finn's other side, I assume Fatima is on one side. And
I'll say that Kel is further down the bar, just a couple seats away.
Just to spectate, eyes wide.
This is the most entertainment she's ever had in her life. This is the funniest thing that's ever happened to her. She just wants to know what the fuck is happening. But she also, like, for as strained as the relationships have gotten in our group, she considers Finn a friend at the least, that he's a teammate and a friend. So she doesn't want anything to happen to him. So she's keeping an eye on everyone, but she's leaving them to their business.
Well, as everyone makes their way inside the tavern, save for Bread, where does Bread head off to?
A different tavern?
Bread just goes to a different tavern instead, actually. Bread is definitely headed towards what he would assume to be like the poorer parts of the city, knowing that that is more likely where he would find people who are in need of potential services. Just off and about. He will wander. I don't think he has like a particular destination in mind.
All right, then you probably veer northward to the neighborhoods that you first encountered as you arrived in Adenselk. Meanwhile, though, inside the tavern, the innkeeper greets you with a boisterous hello. There are waiters and waitresses moving about. It's a pretty well-established, well-respected kind of place, not like a seaside port tavern where everything's sticky and muggy. This is a nice kind of bar, restaurant, hotel. And as the host or innkeeper sees you all enter and like take your various spots, just greets each one of you and then probably heads up to the nearest one. We'll say that's Finn, since you were the first in. Finn and Fatima. Oh, well, hello, my dear young couple. What can we get for you this fine evening?
Oh, you do flatter me. No, this young lad is merely coming to help me to the bar. Oh, thank you, Phineas. Your kindness will be rewarded.
Oh, I see. Very well, very well. Your child, then, yes?
Oh, dear sir. In my time, he would be grandchild. These modern days, people aren't so quick to run into relationships, but,
Oh, no, I understand, and just kind of, like, taps the side of his nose. Your consort, then. What shall you have?
Kel laughs from down the bar.
Oh, your finest vintage, good sir. In fact, one for my friend here as well. Such a kind gentleman. And,
of course.
Do you see that young lady there with the face mask? Yeah, you see her as well. Oh, and Phineas's friend here, the one who looks like he would just be dashing in a cape.
Of course. I will see to all of your needs tonight. Meanwhile, there's a host that greets Arnor as he's kind of just poking around looking a little lost. And she's, excuse me, might I help you?
Yes, I need some rooms for this evening.
Very well. How many will you be going by?
Depends. What's your cheapest one?
Well, we can put you up for around 50 silver a night in quite common amenities. Though, if you require something more private, I can arrange for a larger room with an assortment of beds to your needs.
Let's go with the larger room.
Very well. And how many beds shall we do up for you? Young boy, and she snaps in front of you.
We're going to need 6.
Very well. That will then be 600 silver.
Whoa.
Fatima yells out from the bar, seeing Arnor is conversing. She says, Oh, dear man, don't, no. Tonight is on me. I insist. You have been so kind as to help me here, your friend here, and I can see that you all travel together. So, tonight I will take care of it. I insist you not pay. And she turns not to the host who's talking to, but to the barkeeper, who's presumably in front of her buying drinks, and she says, You wouldn't manage to let me have a slight conversation with the owner of this fine establishment?
I believe if he is available, I can fetch him.
Oh, please do. That would delight me so.
One moment, then, and he'll retreat.
Arnor will go ahead and sit on a bench somewhere.
He's robbed of purpose. I sit on bench.
Was the barkeep able to at least procure Phineas a drink?
Everyone got their drinks except Sirocco just got half.
Okay.
And the bottle was left beside him.
Finn takes a single swig and downs the entire glass of whatever it was that was in there. If it was hard liquor, he will cough several times.
It is rather sharp.
Yes, then he kind of lets out just a single... Madam, what is the purpose of all of this? You have just met us and admittedly shown great generosity, but surely there is some sort of string attached to all of this.
Please. I would not say there's a string. There is something that I would ask of you, and honestly, if I'm not wrong, that young fellow, Declan is his name. I'm sorry, Bread. His name is Bread, right?
Oh no! That is so not good.
So yes, Bread, yes. I just had a couple of questions for the both of you, and I was hoping for a moment, and I figured the best way for an interview was, an overwhelming display of generosity.
Do you say Declan, no bread?
No, I just said bread.
She just said bread.
Okay.
You are saying much, but nothing at all. Get to the point.
It's honestly quite simple. I am afflicted with a peculiar and very serious ailment. Nothing in this world has yet been able to help me, and I was hoping that your specific knowledge and that of our young friend Bread would be helpful in relieving me of this ailment.
Finn just kind of stares at her for a couple moments, and then he looks back at Sirocco. We're going to finish our drinks and then take the rest of this conversation back up to our rooms.
On cue, then, a burly gentleman bustles across the bar from the lot of you and settles down on his own stool, twirling a little mustache, and he goes, "Oh, hello, my name is Morgo."
Oh, Morgo, what? Forgive me, good sir. Morgo, what was your last name?
Oh, that is my last name. I go by my surname.
Ah, excellent. I thought for a moment I had been gone too long. Morgo. How's Morgo, then? I don't suppose you recall, what year is it, sir?
Why, madame, it is not so 613 since the event.
Ah, 613, indeed. Oh, so, about 400 years, Margot. It's insane. Well, Margot, I'm sure, as you know, there's a story in your family, a woman who would occasionally arrive, request something or another from a kind young lad or lady as yourself, and I must once again request your assistance. Such a fine family.
You see his like flushed cheeks just drain of any color, and he looks at you slack-jawed for just a moment before he gains his composure, and he goes, Are you of the fabled Al-Velo family?
You flatter me, please. No. When my daughter married him, we took the Morgo name as well. So, But if I could, you're the spitting image of your grandfather. If you could.
I'm flattered. Oh, please, not another word. I will see to it that all of your needs are met tenfold above and beyond. Hot baths, rich food, endless liquor, whatever your heart's desire for the evening, I shall provide.
That's nice. Oh, come here, give grandmother a hug.
And he'll lean across the bar. And in doing so, his elbow knocks over the bottle and it spills into Sirocco's lap. You will have the penthouse suite, of course.
You're too kind. You're too kind. If I could...
Penthouse being like the 4th floor, but...
Hey, man. It's 613. That's pretty good. 4 floors. That's 3 more floors than most houses have.
Hearing Morgo over here saying we're going to get the penthouse, endless liquor, all of that stuff, Sirocco's going to lean over to Finn and say, Finn, I go to clean myself up now. If you start interview with Lady Fatima before I am done, do not mess this up. She needs to travel with us. And then he'll look over at Fatima, my lady, and then he will excuse himself and go to clean up the liquor that spilled on his pants.
As he leaves, she just leans over to Finn and says, what a charming young lad.
Sir Morgo will say, "Oh, sir, please." And he'll snap his fingers a few times, and a couple manservants will come over and stand beside Sirocco, already towels at the ready. These lads here will follow you, will show you to your quarters and the adjoining washrooms. All yours.
Oh, many thanks to you, my friend. And then looking back at Finn, do not mess this up, Finn.
And he'll allow himself to be led by these attendants.
As the attendants are passing by, Arnor, perhaps you can show me to the baths.
Yes, of course. Please follow us.
Finn at this point will stand up from his spot at the bar, kind of gesture in the direction that the servants and Sirocco and Arnor went to Fatima and say, I believe this would be an opportune moment for us to have a private conversation in the room.
Oh, please, my lad, there's no hurry. Go. Bathe, relax. Nothing's going to be happening today. If there's one thing I've learned in all these years, it is patience. In fact, I myself could use a nice bath. Some warm water loosens the sore joints.
I believe that Sirocco would very much enjoy your company.
You're such a dick.
There are gendered baths here, you cretin.
Then just kind of with that, he kind of turns in the direction of it, and then he turns back to Fatima, and then he shakes his head, and he turns and he starts walking back in the direction of the stairway up into the dorms. And he kind of passes by Kel on his way over, and he just whispers, God's above and veil below.
And I guess seeing that you guys are exiting this area, Kel will follow you guys upstairs. She'll wait for you guys to go and then head upstairs as well and go take a bath.
So just so everyone gets the lowdown on what your lodging situation is, everyone here's played Baldur's Gate 3. When you stay at the Elf Song Tavern in Act 3, and it's you got the common area with the seating and the fireplace, and then you have the little nooks all around with the beds.
Nice.
That is what you are been situated in here. And then there is an adjoining washroom that is kind of just big Roman hot tub style.
Sirocco is just soaking. He's just chilling out in the hot tub, in the jacuzzi,
So you
living
already
it
did
up.
the Roman olive oil it up and scrape it off?
Yeah. He let the attendants scrape for him.
Gross.
Before we go to the, I'm sure, many exciting conversations that will take place in the steamy bathhouse, let's go to Bread. Walking the streets alone in Aiden Selk.
Cold, wet from the rain, not in a hot bath.
As you've gone along, Laurel, similar to when you came in here first and didn't see really much need for your services here at night, now honestly even less so. There don't seem to be any signs of affliction, especially of the hollowing plague that you're used to treating. There are poor and malnourished people about, yes, but even they seem kind of better off than you'd expect. Even in these slum parts of town, the downtrodden are looking quite all right.
Does there even seem to be any recognition for the hat? Like, do people know that he is a doctor? Or is it just kind of like a guy in a weird hat?
People aren't giving you any specific deference because of it.
Okay. I think in a weird way, this almost unnerves Bread more than if there were, like, a bunch of sick people here. I think given this chastising that he recently had from the great beyond, not having an outlet for remedying some of this, like, magnitude of his sins, so to speak, that makes him very uncomfortable. So I think he just sort of paces through the streets, like, looking for anybody. And if he doesn't find anyone, he will go back to the tavern.
You are unsuccessful, really, and until you feel a tap on your shoulder. It might even startle you.
Oh, for sure.
And spinning around, you see there's just a simply dressed Elverette man giving you an odd look. Like a hello, sir, type of thing.
Oh, sorry. I don't mean to cause a disturbance.
No disturbance. It's only that you've gone around the block 4 times now, and some of the neighbors are starting to wonder who exactly you are. Are you a resident here?
No. I'm a doctor, but...
A doctor?
Aye.
Strange garb for a doctor.
Bridge sort of, like, does not know how to respond to that. It catches him quite off guard. This is a uniform. It doesn't matter. I don't think it seems as though my services are needed here.
I'd say so not. You'll find Aiden-Selk is a perfectly healthy city.
What? Why is that?
Some would say it is the gods who have blessed us, if the old religions are to be believed. Others might say that we simply have the fortune of Viridian. I like to believe it is a gift from the Auroras.
Does the Auroras mean anything to Bread?
In a colloquial sense, no.
What are the Auroras?
What? My boy, have you... He looks up and he kind of just gives a little tisk. Well, not tonight, but on many a night when the skies are much clearer, you can see the beautiful weaving void as it streaks through clouds. It's more volatile during the day, retreating higher and higher. But every so often we are graced by its presence down here, sweeping in from the north.
Bread will, like, narrow his eyes. You're comfortable with void here?
Well, we are a modern city, for the most part.
Right. Well, I'll be on my way then.
Tell me, where do you come from, lad? You're obviously not from around here, stranger as you are.
No, I come from Vernaros, the village hegemony.
Well, we all come from Vernaros, but the hegemony, yes. Anywhere in particular? Or did you grow up in, the countryside, perhaps?
Oh, what a slight. Bread will narrow his eyes at that and say, "No, you wouldn't know it, sir."
No doubt, no doubt. I suppose then you still heated yourselves with oil and wood and such.
Good night to you, sir.
Good night.
Bread will tip his hat and walk away.
And you notice that there's about a dozen other people watching you from just behind shutters or, like, slightly ajar doors.
Ooh, Bread does not like it. I think Bread will return to the tavern feeling very unsettled.
As you enter, a servant is waiting for you, and he says, "Are you the master, Bread?"
It's taken me so long to get used to the name. That hearing it in, like, such a serious setting just makes me laugh. Aye, that's me.
Wonderful. We have just worked up a good amount of steam. If you'll follow me to the rest of your fellows.
All right.
And you follow this servant up 3 flights to the top, and then you walk past. You kind of have the whole floor to yourselves, so it's a private hallway. You walk past the open double doors that lead into the large sleeping and common areas, and then he shows you into the baths.
Brett walks in and looks at whoever is in there with this expression like, who did we have to swindle to get this to happen?
Who has gathered in the bath for a conversation?
I mean, I don't know how long everybody was staying in there, but Arnor knows that this is like his one and only chance to get one of these bad boys in, so he's soaking it in, quite literally.
It's only just gotten hot enough for everyone to comfortably get in, so as Brett arrives, so
We're all just awkwardly standing by the edge, fully clothed.
That's honestly such a funny image.
All of you are standing awkwardly by the edge. As soon as it starts steaming, Sirocco does not even hesitate. He's gonna unbutton and he's gonna dip himself in.
Finn is very studiously scribbling in his notebook at, I'm sure there's just a corner desk or something amidst all these various alcoves, and so he had opted to stay there, and it made a very specific point to get everyone's preference on which bed they were going to be taking to sleep in, and he has kind of just made everything as organized as possible for himself, just keeping himself busy and not occupied with the bath.
Your paper starts to crinkle from the steam.
Even though the bath was not yet steamed, Arnor is still in there after many attempts by the attendants for him not to go in yet.
As for Kel, she is in with Sirocco and Arnor, but she's not in the water, and she is not fully disrobed. She might have taken the armor off and just left her clothes on underneath whatever she's wearing under the armor. And since this is a slightly nicer place than they normally stay, I'm assuming that they would have towels or rags or something that she could use to clean off her face, clean off the blood off of her stuff. So she's doing a wipe down, but she's not in. But she will take her hair out of her big braid and dunk her head in the water and wash her hair without getting undressed and getting in the water. But she is in there.
I'm assuming she took her mask off, or did she just dunk her face in?
Yeah, I'm waterboarding myself right now. Fully waterboarding myself. Yeah, she took the face mask off, and she's cleaning her pieces of cloth. Now that she doesn't have her cloak, it's just it's kind of weird to see her in this state of disarray. Most of you, I think all of you maybe probably haven't seen her like this, except maybe Arnor once or twice. But she's essentially in a blouse and trousers, and that's it. And that's it's equivalent of naked for Kel, but she is still clothed, but she is cleaning what she can.
Fatima walks in. She's wearing a delightfully soft silk robe. She grabbed the nicest thing this guy has, and she's walking in. Disrobes, enters the water, does this. Oh yes, that is quite nice for the knees. Tremendously tight. Oh, Brett, you have arrived. Excellent. Come here too. Phineas, she calls to the next room. You're going to want to hear this.